Welcome to the Rundown on A2DRadio.com. We're live in the Legends Tap Studios, located right here on High Street in Burlington, New Jersey, not far from where we're at our studios here, just around the corner. As a matter of fact, you can go to Legends Tap and get pizza, beer, the whole 9 yards.
Freaking Villanova, man.
Ralph Delavecchio is over here laughing out the front page of the, what is it?
The Inquirer.
The Philadelphia Inquirer that shows
luckiest shot in
the Villanova Wildcats
win, baby. I love it.
And they're national champions. And now we're going to be fraudulent today, and all of a sudden we're all going to be Villanova fans and sit here.
Thank you.
Like, listen, it was cool to root for them to beat UNC. It's a local team. You want to root for Villanova or UNC, that's fine. But when Villanova wins, let's not all of a sudden put on.
You got to be happy for the city,
that has nothing to do with the city. This has to do with a school.
It's from Delco, baby.
They're kids.
Delco, baby.
They're kids.
Great. That's why you root for Villanova over UNC, because you've got a local kid like Ryan Archidiakio there. All that. Cool. That's great for the school. But for us to sit here and get fraudulent and want to put on a Villanova, like I saw Mr. Vespi came to my house yesterday. The Philly Sports Fix, by the way, won't go on afterwards. Going to have to wait until 7:30, 8 o'clock tonight to get Tom and Mike AM in the PM. So it's the Rundown in the AM in the PM. Philly Sports Fix had an episode yesterday because Mr. Ryan Brodo's not feeling well. Yeah. But Mr. Vespi comes to my house yesterday. Frank Vespi, of course, I'm talking about. We like making fun of him here, don't we? It's so much fun, especially when he's not here to defend himself or get all upset about it and throw a hissy fit. But he comes to my house in a Villanova T-shirt, and I was ready to punch him in the mouth. So I was like, so all of a sudden, like, you know, it's cool for us to be in this area and cheer for Villanova over a team like UNC. But after they win, let's not put on a Villanova T-shirt and act like we're going to this parade in downtown Philadelphia.
Let me say something.
Ridiculous.
Let me say something, Zach, real quick. Okay.
You go ahead, because I need to find my proper read sheet. Somebody didn't do their job.
Okay. Anyway. Hey, Ralph, you're on vacation, okay? You're somewhere on a cruise. Or we'll just say you're you're in Guam, okay? You're living in Guam, or you're in Mexico, or wherever. Yeah. All right, you're in another country, and they say, you know, where are you from? Okay, and you meet someone, and they say, oh, you know, I'm from well, they say they're from Seattle. Just say, well, where are you from? Okay,
from Philadelphia.
Well, you're gonna say you're from Philadelphia. Okay, now just say you're from the main line, right? I'm using you example. Just say you live in the main line. Where's Villanova? They're in the main line. Yeah. Okay, you're not gonna say that. Oh, I'm from the main line. They're gonna be like, "Where's the main line?" Oh, well, it's in Pennsylvania. Delaware County. Well, they're not gonna know where Delaware County. Yeah. Right? Where I'm getting at. There's a lot of people that are gonna go like the main line people. I don't know a lot of them that they'll say that they're not from Philadelphia. They're from the main line. They're 6 miles outside of Philadelphia. That's the suburbs, basically. Yeah. Okay. So where I'm getting at is they want it both ways. All of a sudden, something really good that happens in the main line, they're going to say, oh, I'm from the main line. No, bro. You're going to say when you're away, you're going to say you're from Philadelphia. Yeah. I'm not going to say I'm from Delaware County and I'm 20 minutes because I'm 2 minutes away from freaking Southwest Philly. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to go and say I live in the suburbs. I'm going to say, you know what I mean? Oh, where are you from? Like I'm from Philadelphia. I'm not going to say that I'm from Delaware County. They're not going to know where Delaware County is. You're going to say you're from Philadelphia. So where I'm getting at is they want it both ways. The people from the main line, when they're on vacation, they're going to say, "Oh, I'm from Philadelphia." But then when they win the national, championship, they don't want to claim that they're from Philadelphia. They want to claim that, "Oh, I'm from the main line." Come on, man. You can't have it both ways. You just can't have it like that.
They're frauds. I don't know how people can like Villanova, man.
It's less than that for me. Again, like college sports is different. Like it doesn't, you don't associate with a college team because they're in your area. Like if that was the case, we should all be Rutgers or Temple fans. Like you know what I mean? Like that's not why you pick a college program.
I wouldn't be no Rutgers. That's Jersey.
Well, that's Rutgers is 40 minutes from where I live. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. For you, you're right. I 100%.
College, it's not the way college sports works. You're not, you're not a fan of a team because how where they're located.
Yeah, I live 15 minutes away from Villanova campus, and I'm not the biggest Villanova fan. I don't even like Villanova.
I know you don't like it.
They're irrelevant.
I saw your Facebook when Uncle Frank was rubbing it in on you.
See that?
How about you grew up in the 90s. Think about how popular it was either Notre Dame or Miami. Like that was the thing. Late 80s and the early 90s. Everybody was either a Notre Dame or a Miami fan. It didn't matter where you lived at. Notre Dame's out in Indiana, Miami's here, and like.
But there's a lot.
My older brother's a Notre Dame fan for that reason.
There is a lot of Notre Dame fans. Well, there's a lot of people who say fighting Irish because they're Irish. There's people that are people that are Notre Dame fan because
you're Irish.
Right,
so it has nothing to do with. I don't want to hear any. You're Villanova. It's a Philly school. We got to cheer for them. What the hell's them being located in Philly have to do with anything? It's as bad as when Temple started the year 6-0, and all of a sudden we all became Temple fans, and it was like we were all diehard Temple fans because
was it 20 years ago they couldn't even get one win
because College Game Day had come to Philadelphia.
You know something? Like, Zach, like you said, it's very good right now. Especially we're coming off probably the worst year in Philadelphia sports history. I mean, it was just terrible. Our teams.
It was the luckiest shot of his career.
Ralph, forget about the shot.
Listen,
I don't know if you could call it on
Ralph. They sobbed 2 #1 teams. They beat freaking Oklahoma, which was a top caliber team. They beat Kansas. They beat Miami, right?
Yeah.
They beat every best team.
I don't know if it's a lucky shot. I mean, it was well set up. He got a good look. He buries the three.
But
it's a fun finish.
If Ryan doesn't run in front of those 2 North Carolina guys,
that's all part of the play setup.
Yes, exactly.
They ran it. If Ryan doesn't set a pick so that they can't come and get in his face and defend him, he wouldn't have made a shot. No kidding.
Exactly.
You're an idiot. We're 5 minutes in.
Zach, can I tell you something?
You can tell me whatever you feel.
Zach, he's a senior. He's probably arguably the best shooter on the team. They all.
Tell me where he's going to go in the draft.
Listen to me.
No way.
And I agree with.
He'll be making $1 million playing overseas next year.
But Ralph,
he's more successful than any of us.
But Ralph, guess what? They all knew that he thought everyone says he's going to take the shot. So he sucked 2 defenders over and hit a wide open. I'm just telling you, it was. Come on, they said they practiced it 1,000 times.
They'll never be back there.
They said they practiced 1,000 times, different times. 10 seconds, 15 seconds, 5 seconds. They practiced that play 1,000 times, bro.
They'll never be back.
That was the play that they
still got 2 national championships though.
Doesn't matter though. They'll never be back to the
Come on, man. Ralph, it's good for the city. We're coming off the worst year.
No, stop with it's good for the city. Stop with it's good for the city. It has nothing to do with the goddamn city.
I gotta love it, man.
Enough. It being good for the city.
Terrible. Villanova. My God.
It's good for
Everybody jumped on the wagon.
Well, I had your team win the national championship, and they freaking were out in the second round.
We're brought to you by Legends Tap. I've got my proper reads in front of me. We've had some renovations going on here at the studio, and somehow my reads no longer exist. Dawn's going to kill us or kill somebody next time she sees us. So, Matt, I think she sees you before she sees any of us, so I volunteer you to be the one that Dawn kills, since it's only fair. We're brought to you by Legends Tap. It's the Legends Tap Studio, the best pizza this side of the Delaware, 318 High Street, Burlington, New Jersey. Give them a call at 609-386-3001. Follow them on Facebook at Legends Tap. As always, we're brought to you by the Sports Outlet. That's our new sponsor of the Rundown here at HTDRadio.com. For all your sporting needs, go to 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. Call 856-939-2030. Email sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit the website sportsoutletinc.com. We're going to try to talk as little Eagles as possible. I want it to be no Eagles, but you two knuckleheads, his ADD is the one to my left is Sean Watson, by the way, to my left, Ralph Delavecchio across the table. And his ADD is Sean is, I have a feeling at some point, one way or another, even though we're going to try to talk Phillies and the
Eagles,
NCAA
definitely.
tournament.
Has to be brought up.
And then at some point, we'll probably talk Shady McCoy, since you're a liar. Since you're a liar, by the way, Mr. Watson.
By the way, the person I did
Mr. Inside Source.
I am Inside Source. And guess what? I broke that person's stones, right? I saw him yesterday, that person that gave me that Inside Source.
Yeah.
And he couldn't believe that.
We're not mentioning any names.
He told me that he can't believe that this did not go through. He said that they were trying to prosecute it and it did not go through. So he's actually shocked. And I broke his stones and saying, hey, your sources are messed up. He goes, Sean, I was there freaking a couple weeks ago. I was there last week. He goes, they were trying to prosecute him and they did not.
We're going to get to all that because I got some things to say about it. I think I'm going to call out one Mr. Stephen A. Smith because he's fraudulent. He wants to sit here and defend Shady because apparently, we all jumped to conclusions, and us here in Philadelphia, we didn't know all the facts. You can suck it, Stephen A. Okay, we didn't know all the facts. Stop defending your boy.
I told you he wasn't going to jail.
Just because he's
I called it.
Just because he's personal friends with Shady from his time here in Philadelphia. When
is that what he said?
Well, Yeah, he was on First Take, and Stephen A's a friend of Shady's because Stephen A worked for the Philadelphia Inquirer, covered the Eagles a lot. He known Shady in that time, and apparently we all jumped to conclusions here in Philadelphia because we didn't know all the facts. Please, Stephen A. Oh, yeah. He's like, I know Shady. He's a good dude. Yeah, he's a good dude. He's a scumbag.
He is a scumbag.
There's some dude that's giving a 15-cent tip to people at restaurants when you're worth, you're making $15 million a year.
Yeah.
Throwing, female people, female fans off a party bus.
There's number two.
But he's a good dude.
There's number two, Zach.
Please.
Told you he wasn't going to jail.
Please, we'll talk about it.
You called it, bro.
And when the Phillies get injured, in the whole starting lineup now, and we're like, we're playing with a bunch of, minor leaguers this year, and something freaky happens where we actually, win, 55 games. Ralph's going to be like, I called that one, too. No.
Yeah.
You don't get them.
Call it,
I still think they're going
sitting here for the past 3 weeks now, told you McCoy wasn't going to go to
jail.
jail.
It out your ass, though. You didn't have anything to back it up. That why you didn't. Your whole reason for why he wouldn't be charged.
Because he's an NFL football player.
Which is not a good reason.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Oh, come on, dude.
That's not a good reason at all.
He's a football player.
Dante Stallworth and Plaxico Burress both went to jail.
Yeah.
They're football players.
How long did Dante Stallworth? He went to jail for really, 60 days?
He went to jail for 10 months or something. That's why he missed the whole NFL season that year.
I thought it was less than that.
No, he went to jail for at least, half a year, maybe 10 months. I mean, it should have been more, but he went to jail.
Well, here's the thing. If me and you go to Manhattan and we shoot ourselves in the foot, okay, we're going to jail for 2 years. You know that.
If me and you went into the club in Philadelphia with Shady's posse and stomped the hell out of Philadelphia police officers, it doesn't matter who started it, who instigated the fight, who threw the first punch. We're grown. If I go into a nightclub and I stomp somebody to the ground, I'm going to jail.
If you have a gun in Manhattan, I believe it's 5 years. They actually, Plaxico, like you said, that he's an athlete. He got 2 years.
Well, he didn't have a registered gun. If you have an unregistered gun in New York City, then
if you have a gun in New Jersey, right, you're going to jail.
Well, yeah, Jersey's one of the toughest states though to get a gun license. They get registered to have a concealed carry permit.
Yeah,
it's I put it this way. Because of my background, having been diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome and as ADD as I was growing up, the state of New Jersey would tell me I'm not fit to own a gun, not fit to own a firearm. Maybe they're right, but it's there shouldn't be any reason why I can't go in and get a concealed carry permit. I'm a regular dude, you know what I mean? Meanwhile, you got some crazy states out there where you got these crazy people with psychotic problems, and everybody's got a gun, and next thing you know, you got
but you will think about
crazy
Texas.
People with firearms.
Texas, the thing about Texas, they let you if they're in the car. They have shotguns. They let you see that they have guns.
Well, see, we need a happy medium. See, we don't want to be Texas where just you can anybody can, if I walked onto your property, you can shoot me from your attic window because I was on your property. That's
stand your ground and all
that.
Yeah,
we don't need craziness like Texas, but I don't need New Jersey either, where it's pulling teeth to get a concealed carry permit here.
Right.
My God, it's ridiculous. Some of the laws. My brother just moved down to Florida. He lives down in Melbourne area of Florida on the Atlantic Ocean on the coast, and he's got a concealed carry permit down there. That's how he's been down there for 8 months, and he's got a concealed carry permit. I'd have one if he works as an electrician. A lot of crazy people down in the beach area and all that. When I'd feel safe if I just want to have a concealed carry permit. It shouldn't be that hard to get one. Most people, if you're pursuing that, you're going to be responsible about it. You know what I mean? There should be a screening process, obviously, but it shouldn't be this crazy like it is in Jersey.
I got a license to carry in PA. All right, but I always make sure, because I work at the airport, and you can't have a gun in your car at all in the parking lot, okay? Because it's a secured area. So if you go to Cargo City parking lot or employee lot parking lot, even though that I'm not on technically the airport property, okay, it's still they have right there. It's still going to be an area where you cannot have them. Now, see what happens if I'm just say I have my car and I have my license to carry on me, all right, and I get pulled over, and I give my flash my license, my license.
Well, don't you have to identify yourself as somebody with a license to carry?
I always got I got my license to carry, but here's the thing, I don't got it today. You want to why? Because I'm in New Jersey. So if I get stopped pulling over there and a cop said, an officer said, he's going to search my whole entire car. Even though I have it, I have my license carry on me, he's going to go and search my whole car and say, "Hey, Mr. Watson, and I'm going to say, no, I don't have a gun in my car." Guess what? New Jersey State Trooper, he's searching my car.
Oh, yeah.
No doubt. He's searching my car because I had that on me.
This is New Jersey. They're searching your car for anything.
Right. What I'm saying is, that's why, like Ralph, next time you see, like, we'll go to PA, I'll show you my license to carry. Yeah. I have it all. It was on me in PA. I don't carry it in New Jersey. You got to be retarded to carry that in New Jersey. Now, when I go to work, say happens if I'm coming out of the parking lot and a cop officer decides to pull me over, I make a wrong turn on red or whatever like that, and I get pulled over, okay? And a cop says, license to registration, and he winds up saying that I have a license to carry. Hey, guess what? If I have a firearm in my car, all right, I'm going to jail. I'm losing my job because I have a gun in the parking lot in a secured area. So I got to make sure, you know what I mean, that you don't have a gun on you when you're inside a parking lot. Crazy. Or you definitely don't want to have one in the state of New Jersey because you're going to jail, you know?
The gun laws in this state in particular are ridiculous.
Yeah.
But, a lot of things in New Jersey are ridiculous because it's New Jersey.
Thank God I don't live in Jersey.
And New Jersey sucks. I'm the only one of the three of us that lives in Jersey.
I know.
Okay?
Thank God I don't live in Jersey.
And the town I live in, Florence, it's like literally 10 minutes north of here. Like, this is it's no secret that North Jersey is like a terrible, terrible heroin area. It's, like Passaic County up in that, Patterson, that whole area, Jersey City. Like, there's a huge heroin problem up there. New Jersey's one of the top.
Is that near, like, Vineland, New Jersey?
Yeah, that's way up north past New York City and stuff in North Jersey.
No, where you live?
No, where I live? No, I live 10 minutes north of here in Burlington. This is, I'm 10 minutes north of Burlington. I'm like on the, where I live, it's the start of South Jersey. Like, no, I'm about an hour north of here would be Passaic County and all that. But while I live in Florence, it's technically throughout Jersey, it's the second worst heroin area in the state as far as like people who abuse heroin, like people getting in trouble for like the distribution of it or whatever. Like I see like just the scumbagginess. If I can create a word, I see the scumbagginess of this state like every day on the corners.
My thing is where I always have a hard time. We'll bring up sports. I always have a hard time is seeing like the Giants fans. The borderline of the Giants fans when you have South Jersey or North Jersey or whatever like that. You go towards like what is it called? Towards oh my God. The far as like if you go to like Sea Isle, Wildwood, they're all Flyers fans, they're all Sixers fans.
Because Wildwood doesn't get any more south.
Right. They're all Eagles fans, right? But then you go on the other side where you have what's that TV show? That used to come
Jersey Shore.
The Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Seaside
Heights. That's what I'm thinking
of.
My
family has a property at Seaside Park. It's the next town over.
Okay.
My older brother, the one that moved to Florida, like I said, he's an electrician. My uncle, I've got an uncle that lives in Toms River. And the interesting thing about Toms River is if you go directly.
I'm familiar with it.
If you go directly east of where we're at right now in Burlington and just drive to the shore, you'll pretty much drive into Toms River.
Yeah.
Everybody there is a Mets fan.
Yeah, but you're making my point. And I'm taking,
and that's not even North.
But you're making my point right now. If you go towards 45 minutes, you said from here.
Yeah, what the west
to go to Toms River. Go to Toms River.
Right.
Yeah, but how if only 45 minutes separates from here to there that they're not Giants fans and they're not Mets fans and they're not.
They are. Toms River's a Mets. Like,
no. That's what I'm saying. You're only going 45 minutes. How is that 45 minutes going to be different from here?
But if you search,
you know what I'm trying to say.
If you search around this area enough, that's where we're at in New Jersey and Burlington. I mean, this is we're considered South Jersey, but like just barely. Like you go 20 minutes north of here, and now you're in the Central or North Jersey. Like the Trenton Hamilton area is where that all ends, and now you're into North Jersey. Like in my town, like everybody's either an Eagles fan, a Giants fan, a Phillies fan, a Mets fan. We've got a lot of both. We've got New York and Philly. Do
you have more Giants fans and Eagles fans in your town?
It's probably 50-50. I mean, it's really close to it being split down the middle because we're right on that border. I mean, it's technically South Jersey, but it's so close to North Jersey that if you go, like I said, 30 minutes north of here, everybody's going to be the opposite. Everybody's going to be a Giants fan.
Do you have a lot of Cowboys fans?
Mets fans? Yeah, but they're everywhere because they're cockroaches.
Cockroaches.
Yeah, they're everywhere. You find Cowboys.
I see Cowboys.
There's Cowboys fans down in Florida.
All over the place. That is the worst.
And their excuse is, well, Emmitt Smith was born in Pensacola.
Bro, that is the worst. When I tell you, they are the absolute worst. They are.
Yeah. We've got one of them here, Mr. Povia. He goes.
Who's this?
Rob Povia from Ewing.
He's a Cowboys,
and he's a Cowboys fan.
He
knows he's a cockroach. And he likes to listen. And he probably hears us calling a cockroach. We love him.
And he talks all Philadelphia sports.
Yeah, but he's knowledgeable. He's just a sports fan that knows knows sports on every level. But he's a big Flyers fan and stuff too.
I got you.
Yeah, you know, he's just he's misguided when it came to football when he was young. So he's a Cowboys
Can I ask how old is he?
37.
Oh, so he saw the Super Bowl runs. I got you.
Yeah,
I got.
But he's a Jets fan in the AFC, which is weird. Like it's because that's like more of his New York roots. And he's thinking about switching to being a Jets fan over. I was like, I don't know what's worse, being a Cowboys fan or a Jets fan. Probably just as miserable.
He's gonna actually switch to be a Jets fan.
He was thinking about it because he was saying that even he feels like cockroachy now about being a Cowboys fan. He doesn't like the way they operate and the way they do business. So I don't know. More power to him. We love him.
I would salute him. I would salute him if he becomes a Jets fan.
We're going to take a break here in a minute. We're talking Phillies, although somehow in this first 20 minutes we got so ADD we didn't mention them at all.
I got tested for ADD and they actually told me I don't have it. I think it's all the coffee and the turbo shots and everything else.
They tested you for ADD and said you didn't have
for
it.
the Phillies, boys.
The reason they didn't find anything when they looked in your head is because that's exactly the problem. They're like, well, maybe like if we, you didn't have ADD because they did a CAT scan of your head and there was nothing there. It's gotta have a brain to have ADD. And I question how much brain power you still have working. We're going to talk Phillies. We're going to talk JP Crawford and Nick Williams and Roman Quinn because I'm sick and tired. Well, I shouldn't say sick and tired. I'm
50 wins.
I'm absolutely sickened that I watched opening day and saw Cesar Hernandez and Freddy Galvis as my up-the-middle starting shortstops and second baseman.
Freddy could hit a shot.
When JP Crawford and Roman Quinn are down in the minors, so I got to bone the pick with the Phillies. We're going to talk this NCAA tournament. Villanova and all you fraudulent bandwagon hoppers. And then maybe we'll get into the Shady McCoy thing. This is the Rundown on A2DRadio.com. We're brought to you by Martino Roofing. More than 15 years of roofing experience, proudly serving Seoul, New Jersey, as well as Pennsylvania, Delaware, the entire South Jersey area. Call 609-792-5103. Email martinoroofing@comcast.net. Visit the website martinoroofingllc.com.
You're listening to the worldwide leader of real talk, A2DRadio.com.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by Martino Roofing. With more than 15 years of roofing experience, they have all the services that you need, whether it's new construction, tear-offs, replacements, or re-roofs for your residential or commercial business. They'll provide a detailed service in a timely and professional manner. So you can give them a call for a free consultation at 609-792-5103. Send them an email at martinoroofing@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.martinoroofingllc.com. The number again is 609-792-5103. Martino Roofing.
This is Head, your dude with the tunes from A to Z classic rock. When I'm hungry and in the mood for pizza or killer sandwich, I head to Legends Tap, located at 318 High Street, Burlington, New Jersey. Pleasant atmosphere, delicious pizza, kickin' sandwiches, great iced tea, soda, or if you prefer an adult beverage, they have that also. 318 High Street, Burlington, New Jersey, Legends Tap, the best pizza this side of the Delaware.
This is Tom Arnone, owner and founder of A2DRadio.com. What if I told you I knew the best caterer in the business? Well, I'm not going to lie to you. It's Obie's Catering. You can contact Obie's Catering at cateringbyobie@yahoo.com or give Chris O'Brien a call at 856-534-8410. From graduations to wedding rehearsals to just if you need food cooked in your house. He'll do it all. He's trying to change the world one dish at a time. That's Obie's Catering. Chris O'Brien, 856-534-8410. Tell him Tommy A from A2DRadio.com sent you, and you'll get 20% off. I'm going hungry.
You're listening to The Rundown, only on A2DRadio.com.
This is the rundown on A2DRadio.com. We're brought to you by Romeo's Termite and Pest Control. You got some pests you got to take care of, like these two next to me. Go to your local pest control provider. It's a family-owned and operated business. Give them a call at 856-341-3927. Go to the website, romeospestcontrol.com. I don't know who's more of a pest, you or Ralph. I'm going with Ralph today.
Why is that?
You guys really pissed me off with that Lakers thing, too.
I'm going.
I know.
Who cares? Because you're a Lakers fan. That's why we're pissing you off.
Yeah, but you want to know something?
The Sixers had the number 1 pick. Then it goes to the Lakers with 16 wins, and then it goes to Phoenix Suns with the 20th with 20 wins. So where are they falling out at?
Good.
It
doesn't matter. The record doesn't mean anything.
Yes, it does. It does.
No, dude, they're
not falling out of the number 3 spot.
No, it depends on what lottery pick they draft.
Pick.
Like, no, it depends on what ball they get.
Too.
Like, they could have the second worst record in the league, but if
they
pick a lottery ball that gives them the 5th pick, they've got the 5th pick.
Dude, if they go to 4, how about this? Here's the dream scenario. If they go to 4, say the Sixers get number 1, they get Simmons, right? And they go to 4, and we wind up getting Ralph's boy, Buddy Hield.
Yeah.
He'll be coming. He'll be transferring right over to a Sixers fan, a real fan.
He will too. He will.
Especially Kobe retiring.
I know he will too. Who are you going to root for? Let me ask you something, Ralph. Before we get into this Phillies conversation, once Kobe retires, who's your guy out there in the Lakers? Are you going with D'Angelo Russell, the
Obviously.
snitch?
Yes.
Oh, you're going with the snitch?
I got a scenario for you too, Zach. How about this one?
I don't even know.
It wasn't even his fault. It got leaked.
It doesn't matter.
It's a bro code, bro. It's a bro code.
Listen, hold on. It does matter. It's absolutely his fault because him and Nick Young are sitting in Iggy Azalea's living room. For God's sake, it'd be one thing if this happened like when they were out on the road traveling, like walking to lunch or something. They're sitting on the couch in Nick Young and Iggy Azalea's living room watching TV, and D'Angelo Russell, with his bright mind, decides let me sit here and shoot a selfie video, asking you about all the women that you cheat on Iggy Azalea with as we're sitting on her couch watching her TV. Hey, bro, do you cheat on Iggy Azalea when we're on the road? And listen, if that's one thing you want to sit there and have a bro code conversation with somebody, fine. Don't record it. Don't record it like a dumbass.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't leak it to anybody. You don't have to. When you're this famous and you live in L.A., come on. And it's Nick Young, who's as high profile as Iggy Azalea is because he's in a relationship with Iggy Azalea. You should have known somehow, some way that was going to come out. That's just bad.
And the Sixers were so close to getting him. If they would have fallen to number 2,
people wanted us to take him. People wanted us to take him over Jaleel.
I know that. And if they would have drafted him and just say he did that.
Byron Scott told me he acts like a 12-year-old.
But here's a scenario.
He's like, you're too much of a kid. You act like a 12-year-old.
I got one for you. Obviously, the Lakers are going to want to dump him. Okay, I think
they're not.
I think they're going to want to trade because he's going to mess up the locker room.
Stupid. This is why I agree with him. It has nothing to do with a talent thing, but once something like this happens,
you're ruining your locker room, bro.
You cannot gain back your. He's a rookie.
That's where I'm getting at.
He's a rookie.
This is where I'm getting at. He wants a fresh start somewhere.
Well,
the guy's going to be talented. You got to admit, he's going to be a talented player.
Yeah, but I think it has less to do with him wanting a fresh start and just more with his teammates. Like if the report you read. He's been isolated in that locker room now. That nobody trusts him. People don't really.
They don't want to pass him the ball.
Did you see? You
see that one play.
Anyway, you need to blow things up. So you know.
Yeah, but how many
Kobe's gone.
How many times was he? How many times is he wide open? And I saw some of the highlights. There were so many highlights they did like vine clips on him being wide open, and they didn't look his way. He's basically like waving, like oh. They wouldn't pass him the ball, bro.
Did you see when Julius hit the game winner and D'Angelo tried to ride on his back like yeah, let's go. Russell wasn't having it.
Yeah,
he said, get off
and
of
it's
me.
ruined. That's what we're trying to say.
Randall gave him the elbow.
Ralph, as a Laker, you being a Laker fan, you should want him to be gone. You should want draft picks for him. You should want another player for him.
I mean, Buddy Hield, bro.
Is it fair? Is it fair?
Buddy Hield.
I don't know if it's fair, but it's the unwritten rules of the way this locker room and the clubhouse code work. It might not be fair, but it's just the way it works. What happens in that locker room stays in that locker room.
Exactly.
And it doesn't matter how it comes out. If it comes out, that's the point here. It doesn't matter how it came out, D'Angelo. You're the one that shot the video sitting on Iggy Azalea's couch with Nick Young as you guys are watching their TV. It doesn't matter whether you leaked it. It doesn't matter if somebody broke into your house and illegally hacked it off your phone and then put it on the internet. It's your fault. It's just the way it works.
Yep.
And now it's hard. It's going to be hard for him to gain back his teammates' trust.
I'll take Buddy. I'm always gonna be a Lakers fan.
You hear what Shaq said?
I don't care if
What did Shaq say?
Shaq said, first of all, because like they asked Shaq, they were like, how would you deal with, if you're D'Angelo Russell, how do you have to deal with this to get over it? He's like, well, first of all, he's like, if I was in that locker room, it would have never gotten to this point. Right. It wouldn't have gotten to this point where it was now public. It would have been handled right then. I would have beat his ass and we would have moved on. And that's what it was. He's like, all right, you beat him down. He learns his lesson. Get a beat down from a veteran, and then we'll move on. It wouldn't have got all blown up into, a public scenario like it is. But, I mean, who's going to beat somebody's ass? Kobe? I mean, Kobe, he tries to throw a punch. He might dislocate his shoulder again. So he's got to be careful. So, in that case, see, this is my whole thing. If I'm Nick Young, I was kicking his ass. And that's how now it's like, that's what I don't get about. Like, in a lot of ways, this is on Nick Young because Nick Young could have just punched him right in the mouth.
Yeah.
And, it would have settled a lot of things that people would have been like, you know what? Like, yeah, he made a mistake. He broke the locker room code, the unwritten rules. But you know what? He paid for it. Him and Nick Young, they settled it. They did their thing privately. They're moving on.
It's still always going to be bad blood.
But now, because it's this whole public thing with the media, that's why they're not going to be able to get over it like that, because it's become this whole, like, it's everybody's joke.
It's in L.A.
All right, how about this? Ralph, say you're at work. Say you got your job, all right? And
hold on. We got to take a break. Okay. Station identification, a2dradio.com.
You're listening to A2D Radio. A2D Radio. A2D Radio. At A2DRadio.com.
So we're talking NBA, actually. We need to mention Allen Iverson.
Oh, my God.
Getting inducted.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, what?
I'm kidding.
What are you, one of these people?
I'm kidding.
Allen Iverson inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Jordan?
Since we're talking about good point
Jordan
guards.
what?
You see Jordan and Iverson on the bus?
They were hugging. Yeah, they hug. Yeah. Well,
smacked him on the ass a little bit.
Yeah, you got me. That guy was.
Him on the ass a little bit.
Yeah, and you want to know what? You want to know what? One more thing about Allen Iverson. Allen Iverson even changed how people were dressing back in the early 2000s. I mean, people always had. Remember when they played baseball? Yeah. People always had the band.
Allen Iverson's one of the reasons. Allen Iverson's one of the reasons there's now a dress code in the NBA.
Right.
One of the reasons why there's now a dress code.
Exactly.
Well, because he came in with pants hanging off his ass and long T-shirts and do-rags. But I mean, not that there's anything wrong with that, but the NBA just didn't like it as an image.
even like I'll give you another example. Even like sports athletes and everything else going like Mitchell and S and buying like throwback jersey. Allen Iverson had a throwback jersey and hat. Every press conference. Every press conference. If it's Yankees, if it's Los Angeles Lakers, if it's, Los Angeles. He had a Los Angeles Lakers. He had a Magic Johnson jersey on one time.
You know what's funny about Allen? Like, when Allen Iverson's career ended, like when Allen Iverson's career died, so did the career of, like, Reebok sponsoring sports athletes.
Right.
Like, Allen was, like, the last face of Reebok. Like, Reebok just, like, doesn't exist anymore. Like, when was the last, like, I can't even remember, like, the last time, like, I heard like Reebok, like saw like a Reebok, like, sports commercial of any kind. Mm-hmm. It probably was an Allen Iverson commercial, to be honest.
Dude, you know what I missed with Allen Iverson? I missed the shoes. Did you ever have a pair of the Answers?
Yeah, the Iversons.
They had they're called the Answers. They had the with the
pumps.
Oh no, what was it? The zipper.
Yeah,
they had the zipper going off. Yeah. I had a pair of them. Man.
I saw somebody make the comment as I was watching one of the. It was like somebody was commenting on Instagram or something. Sports Center made a post about, Allen being inducted into the Hall of Fame, and somebody called him a waste of talent. I was like, anybody who calls him a waste of talent is just an idiot. They're like, like he could have been one of the all-time greats. He could have been so much better. Like, it's like as I was saying, like he's one of those people. Like Ralph's one of these guys. It's like, but he is a waste of talent. Like as good as he was, he could have been so much better. Like Allen was the definition of a guy who.
Does he have a ring?
Dude,
Allen was the definition of a guy who, like, when you talk about like playing the game the right way, Allen was one of the few professional athletes that left everything on the field every time he took the court. Definitely. He gave 110% every single game.
Dude, he was hurt and he played hurt. He played hurt like every game.
People talk about him winning the MVP, winning the scoring title, and becoming an MVP with the lowest shooting percentage in a single season of any MVP and scoring champion in NBA history. I was like, yeah, because like he had Eric Snow and like
by the way,
Dikembe Mutombo and Aaron McKee, like to pass the ball to, like the fact that he averaged like 6 assists a game.
And how about this? Yo, forget about that. You guys are missing one thing. Every year he led the league in steals.
Yeah,
he led the league in steals. Every year.
People talk about like him being a waste of talent because apparently he was lazy. Like, no, the guy watch the guy's career. The guy played defense. The guy made steals. The guy would rebound. The guy would dive to the floor.
Didn't he set a record? I think he set a record one time in one season. Most steals in one season.
And it's still there.
He would dive on the floor for loose balls.
Steals in one game.
That's ridiculous.
12 things like 12,
think about it.
12 or 10 steals.
Think about like Ralph, like when me and you were growing up, like basketball, and like you're a Lakers fan, which I don't understand growing up in this city, in this area. Like, especially now when you look at Sixers basketball now, like Allen brought a swagger to basketball in this city that had never been there before. The swagger that Allen Iverson had, it was perfect for the city of Philadelphia. And then he won over the entire city. He never had anybody legit as a teammate to play with. And, still carries the team all the way to the NBA Finals and did it almost multiple times. I mean, how many times did they almost make it?
I never forget that first game against the Lakers when Allen Iverson, they wound up Phil, but they wound up switching that up because first AI, if you remember, he was eating up Kobe. So Phil Jackson said
because it was the only defender
exactly. Phil Jackson said, you know what, we got to switch this up. So they want to put I want to say a replica Allen Iverson, a guy wannabe. I mean, you remember the dreadlocks.
Allen took offense to it too.
Right.
Allen was like, "You putting this scrub on me?"
Yo, he ate him apart.
Right in your eye.
So
you can't cover me.
So what did Phil Jackson do right after that? Let's take him off. Let's put somebody else on him. You know what I mean? Because he just Allen Iverson embarrassed him. Well, after winning that first game, I told myself, I said, "Oh, this series is over. Sixers are going to take this series." And then the Lakers won the next 4.
Shaq. The problem was they had no answer for Shaq. And as good of a defensive player as Dikembe Mutombo was, Shaq had those frying pans for elbows, and he used to spin them at all times. Like, that's why that rule's now in the NBA. Dwight Howard was another, he was more of a recent example of it for why that rule got made. But remember Shaq would always catch it on the low block or in the post, and his first move would be spinning with those elbows inside. And he hit you with those frying pan for elbows, and like he's swinging Shaq elbows at you like nobody's playing defense on that guy inside. And he remember Dikembe Mutombo, that whole series? Like, I mean, his face, it looked like he was like in a heavyweight fight because Shaq just kept hitting him with those elbows every time he'd spin inside. If the rules that existed now existed then, that series maybe would have went a little different.
Yeah, I don't mean to change up, but we're getting on Shaq right now. I watched WrestleMania on Sunday.
Yeah, Shaq
and they had Shaq in ring against the Big Show. Now, Big Show, they're saying that he was listed at 7 foot.
Tom's about to cut us off the air because we're talking WrestleMania.
What I'm saying is Big Show. I compare Big Show to Shaq.
Yeah.
Okay. Shaq is like what, 7'2"?
Shaq's like 7'2".
It's amazing how Shaq was making him look like he was freaking a little boy. I mean,
I know. Big Show's like 7 foot.
He's 7 foot, but it was amazing how he just towered over. You know what I mean? But another thing is, what drove me crazy about this, with that whole thing was, you have Snoop Dogg. Okay. Snoop Dogg they put in the Wrestling Hall of Fame.
No, because they have a celebrity branch, just like Drew Carey's in the Wrestling Hall of Fame.
Why do they put them in there, Zach?
No, because they have a celebrity wing. Because think of all throughout the history of professional wrestling. What's his name? Refrigerator Perry. Remember, he made an appearance back in the 80s. He's in any type of celebrity, a big time celebrity that's had a significant role in WWE storylines. They've opened. When they created the Hall of Fame, they made a celebrity wing for it. I think if I was you, my problem, if you're gonna be mad about that, my bigger problem would be no. It's not about it's just about them having a Hall of Fame in general. Like, we've got a Hall of Fame. I wouldn't have a problem.
No, I understand.
I
understand. This is where my point is.
Because think of every Hall of Fame, because baseball does it. Every Hall of Fame has a celebrity wing. Like, baseball has a celebrity wing side of it that they've had some like. Not necessarily players or coaches or people like that have been significant, members to baseball, but just somebody famous in general that maybe was, significant to baseball.
Yeah. I know what you're getting at, but you look at, all right, I don't know if you were familiar with it, but you look at like Stone Cold Steve Austin, right? He got beaten up. He's a Hall of Famer. Yeah. Okay. Mick Foley, Hall of Famer, got beaten up. Shawn Michaels got beaten up, Hall of Famer. What I'm getting at is these guys, their career, their bodies are getting hurt, and then you have a guy like Snoop Dogg go, oh well, I'm in the WWE Hall of Fame.
It's all publicity. It's a different wing of the Hall of Fame. Remember, what's his name? Pete Rose got tombstoned by Kane 2 years in a row at WrestleMania back in the late 90s.
Yes, I remember.
So he goes, the WWE puts him in the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame. Why? Because it's fun. Because why not? Because people remember when he got tombstoned by Kane at WrestleMania and how much they enjoyed it. And Kane, when the one WrestleMania, Pete Rose, when the one WrestleMania is in Boston, and Pete Rose is taunting the Boston fans at WrestleMania, talking about the last time I was in this city, my team kicked your team's ass. It's like that type of stuff was fun. It's the same reason Drew Carey's in the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame.
I just don't think that they definitely should have every sport, or wrestling is more or less a soap opera than it is a real
it's sports entertainment.
You know what I mean?
It's the circus.
You look like Stone Cold.
Operas.
Stone Cold came in. He gave us a couple stunners. And Shawn Michaels gave us a couple sweet chin musics, and then they walked out of the ring and they went and drank beer. It's more or less like a soap opera than it is real wrestling. But I mean, back in the 2000s,
there's no such thing as bad press.
Back in the 90s and the 2000s, I mean, that was good soap opera. That was good stuff. And we all know it's fake. Well, there's actually dum-dums that don't think it's fake still.
Or the haters that are like, I don't get what you get about it. Like my brother's a total hater. He's like the biggest Harry Potter fan ever. Yet he completely hates perfection. He's like, once you get past the fact that it's not real, like, oh, you've got his little kid bullcrap. I was like, you're like the biggest Harry Potter fan ever. When he's sitting there casting a Patronus spell on Voldemort, what all of a sudden, like, that's real? Like, you were 20. I remember you being like 17 and reading that book in like 3 days. Like, and you're going to sit here and hate on me because I was watching WrestleMania. Like, come on, dude.
You watched WrestleMania this week?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. No, I mean, I was Matt will tell you, I was a big wrestling fan back in the day. I don't follow it every week anymore. But
I'm with you on that 100%, bro. I don't follow it every week, but WrestleMania, they were reporting. Stone Cold was my man. I was all about Stone Cold. But they were reporting that he was going to show up at WrestleMania, and I have what you call a fire stick. So I wound up watching it from, troubleshooting it.
He's there every year.
Oh, I love it.
I mean, it's just like The Rock's there every year. Yeah. Just like they find some way for Shawn Michaels to kick somebody in the face every year.
Yeah, sweet chin music.
It's just Shawn Michaels.
The DX was
Shawn
great.
Michaels was my guy back in the day.
Dude, so good.
40 minutes in, and we're finally jumping in the Phillies conversations. I knew this was going to happen, too. I predicted this as we came on the air. Because, anytime we try to not talk Eagles, you two idiots.
Oh, you got to.
No, we don't. What are we going to do in a month when the draft's over and there's nothing football-related going on?
Well, they're not talking about the Phillies because they ain't going to have you freaking 50
70, bro. It was a bad. That was a bad loss.
Their bullpen sucks.
That was a bad
loss.
Yeah, but they're going to be. You want to know something?
How hard it is
they'll lose tonight.
Dude,
lose
if
tomorrow,
they won 50 games, it would be the worst record in the history of Major League Baseball. You're an idiot, Matt. Mute his mic.
But you want to know something, though? You want to know something? There's games that they're going to lose like that.
I'm stupid.
There's games.
Says the man.
There's
the man that says the Phillies are winning 50 games.
Well, there's games.
They are going to win.
Zach. There's games they're going to lose like that. But there's also games they're going to be losing 3-1, and all of a sudden there's going to be bases loaded and then a grand slam. There's going to be games that they're going to come back from behind.
This is what I don't get.
You know what I mean?
Listen, they lost 6-2 on opening day.
Until they bring up.
It's a long season, bro. It's 162 games.
They lose on opening day. They blow a 2-1 late inning lead. They lose 6-2. My question is, our opening day starting lineup had Freddy Galvis at shortstop and Cesar Hernandez at second base.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, JP Crawford
is hitting bombs in the futures game.
Who's better than either one of them, and it's not even close.
Yep.
If anybody really wants to make it up, well, he's not ready yet. Freddie Galvis is the better option. Shut up. You're an idiot. Speaking of idiot, Ralph's going to call you an idiot. Okay, if you really think Freddie Galvis is better at the moment than JP Crawford, you're stupid. Okay, but apparently we're going to play this little game of keeping him down there until we can get an extra year out of him. That's just dumb, considering we can. Have a $200 million payroll and not have to worry about anything. Nick Williams. Did you see our starting outfield on opening day? For God's sakes. Peter Borges.
In right field.
Was our starting right fielder. Meanwhile, Nick Williams is being compared to Ken Griffey Jr. He's got this, the scouts compare him to having a Ken Griffey Jr. type build. I don't, nobody's saying he's going to be Ken Griffey Jr. That's impossible. But when you're making a comparison to the type of player that he is, that's what his skill set, his size, his athleticism, he reminds us of a younger kind of Ken Griffey Jr. clone. Mm-hmm. Great. Even if he's not anything close to Ken Griffey Jr., he's better than Peter Borges. Can I have him out in right field, please? About what?
Because look what happened with Don Brown, dude.
Don Brown stinks.
No, I'm saying.
It had nothing to do with how young he came up.
He was terrible.
Dude, I'm saying.
He wasn't a rookie till he was 24.
I know, he had 1-2 week stretch. Remember that?
Yeah.
1-2 week stretch. He was hitting home runs.
And then he died off. That's what they're scared about.
Quick.
They're scared about bringing the young guys up and having them fail.
But that had nothing to do with how early he came up. That just has to do with whether you have it or you don't.
I'm just saying that young guys like that, they're scared to bring him up because they don't want him to fail, dude.
What's wrong with failing? You learn
dude.
From failing. I would agree.
Don Brown didn't.
Because Don Brown stinks.
He don't have the talent.
Exactly. It had nothing to do with how young he came up. They could have waited as long as they wanted with him.
I'm saying an example. They brought him up. He did go for 2 weeks and he fell off the freaking
I remember a couple guys told me
when he got off the Adderall.
When Don Brown first came up when he was in the minor.
Have you heard Don Brown?
and Don Brown came up, they were telling me he was going to be the next Ryan Howard.
I'll tell you why Don Brown stinks and never made it. Okay, because have you heard Don Brown talk? Have you heard him have a conversation? The guy's an idiot. Okay, and baseball is this game. Baseball is this. Okay, as much as it is, athleticism and skill, and you got to be smart. Baseball's a game of situations and understanding those situations and how to, succeed in those situations and that type of stuff. And he didn't have this aspect of the game.
They're scared to bring.
You got to be smart to be able to make adjustments.
I know, but they're scared to bring them up.
Why? You don't have a better option. It'd be one thing if you had, it'd be one thing if we were bringing him up and starting him and putting him in the lineup over somebody that was better.
I say bring him up after the All-Star break when you're not even winning 50 games.
What?
And you're 26 wins and
he's crazy. All right.
But for what? That's what I don't get. So
50 wins.
Explain this to me. Explain this to me. Why are we waiting till the All-Star break?
You suck right now, dude.
That's even more of a reason for him to be up here, Ralph.
The bullpen sucks, dude. The bullpen
so because we
terrible.
Suck, we should leave the young kid down in the minor leagues.
The bullpen is terrible.
That's more.
Freddie Galvis sucks. Hernandez sucks. You bring up JP, maybe you'll win 45 games.
Yeah, you're a Philly fan, right?
Yes.
He's a hater. We're going to take a break on ATD Radio.
Dude,
you're not a realist.
Okay, dude.
You need to be a realist about
dude.
How much of an idiot you are.
You're an idiot. 50 wins, dude.
Good.
50 wins.
This is the rundown on A2DRadio.com. We'll be right back.
Lead.
You're listening to the worldwide leader of Real Talk, A2DRadio.com.
This is Het, your dude with the tunes from A to Z Classic Rock. When I'm hungry and in the mood for pizza or killer sandwich, I head to Legends Tap, located at 318 High Street, Burlington, New Jersey. Pleasant atmosphere, delicious pizza, kickin' sandwiches, great iced tea, soda, or if you prefer an adult beverage, they have that also. 318 High Street, Burlington, New Jersey, Legends Tap, the best pizza this side of the Delaware.
A2DRadio.com is sponsored by The Sports Outlet, located 703 Black Horse Pike in Glendora, New Jersey. With over 40 years of customer experience, giving the latest in uniforms and equipment to sports enthusiasts of baseball, softball, football, basketball, hockey, soccer, and much more. Give them a call at 856-939-2030 or send them an email at sportsoutletnj@comcast.net or visit their website at www.sportsoutletinc.com for all of your sporting needs. A2DRadio.com is sponsored by Martino Roofing. With more than 15 years of roofing experience, they have all the services that you need, whether it's new construction, tear-offs, replacements, or re-roofs for your residential or commercial business. They'll provide a detailed service in a timely and professional manner. So you can give them a call for a free consultation at 609-792-5103. Send them an email at martinoroofing@comcast.net or visit them on the web at www.martinoroofingllc.com. The number again is 609-792-5103. Martino Roofing.
Hey guys, Rob Hovia here from Fantasy Dominance Now and the Hockey Happy Hour with a quick question. Are you in need of a professional home improvement? Then contact Harry's Contracting, 609-638-6336. That's 609-638-6336. No job too big, no job too small. The owner, Harry Ernst, is a fully licensed general contractor. Tile work, bathroom and kitchen remodeling, and just about everything else. No matter what you need, Harry will leave your home looking as beautiful as ever. Harry's Contracting offers free estimates, and if you mention A2D Radio during the estimate, Harry will give you 15% off the quote. Give him the job, tack on another 5% for a total of 20% savings off his already insane low prices. So contact Harry's Contracting today, 609-638-6336, or email Harry's Contracting Improvements at gmail.com. Harry's Contracting, insane home improvements.
The Rundown, only on A2DRadio.com.
This is the Rundown on A2DRadio.com. We're brought to you by Scanzano Sports Center, located in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Give them a call, 856-889-3434. Visit their website, scanzanosports.com. On the campus of King's Christian High School. Got a 35,000 square foot hitting facility. Been up there coaching for a couple of John's 14U teams and different levels up there. That he runs all the travel and tournament ball out of Scanzano Sports Center up there. The head coach, obviously, of King's Christian, one of the schools that we cover for high school baseball.
And Ralph, to comment on the 15-0 win for Los Angeles Dodgers, I have Kershaw.
Curtin Clayshaw.
Yeah.
Curtin
Clayshaw. Yeah. I have Kershaw on my fantasy team. He got me 38 fantasy points. Well, they won 15-0. But that was my first pick, but he was first pick, number 2 overall draft pick.
Think about how many few pitchers, like if you strike out 200 batters in a season, like that's considered legit as a pitcher.
Legit.
And he struck out 300 last year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, like you strike out 200, you're
Eli.
considered like
Eli
you strike
Manning.
out 200, you're considered elite. And he's striking out 300. It's a whole new level of filthy.
Yeah.
He's filthy from the left side, unlike any lefty we've seen, I think, since Randy Johnson. That's how filthy he is on the left side.
And I had David Price got me 33 points.
Yeah,
he had a hell of a game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I said, on fantasy base, my first 3 picks were all pitching. So I have the most points right now in my league right now, and we're only in week day 2, day day 3, right? Well, we're going to go into day 3, but I mean I have 194 points just because of my pitching, basically.
That's crazy.
Sick, dude.
This idea that we're talking with the Phillies, our Twitter poll question of the day: when will JP Crawford get called up
after the All-Star break?
And the answers that you had for your choices, one of them was not after the All-Star break. When we had May, we had June. You had August 1st, that'd probably be the one that you would answer closest to. Then you had September when rosters expand, and then there was another answer, and that was next year. And if he's not up at some point this year, I think I might march into Citizens Bank Park and punch somebody in the face. But the reason I'm asking this question at this moment, I feel like he should be up in the big leagues right now. It'd be one thing if you had somebody where you're like, but we feel like that person, if he might not be a better option, but it's not far off from where JP would be. So we're going to let JP get as much experience down in AA. We've got Freddy Galvis playing shortstop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Like Freddy Galvis, come on. I don't even know if he's a bench player in this league. The guy's probably a minor leaguer for most organizations. He might be a utility player at best for most teams, and he's our starting shortstop.
So Ralph, let me ask you something. Are you thinking that you don't want to throw players like that to the Wolves? Like you don't want to throw them in the middle? I think that's where he's getting at.
But that's why. But how are you throwing him to the Wolves? What? Well, how is he being thrown to the Wolves? By throwing him in the lineup every day, you get to be the starting shortstop, get four at-bats every day. It's throwing him to the Wolves if you bring him up and say, okay, you might play twice a week. We're going to platoon you with this guy. You're going to play against righties, but not against lefties. If he's coming up and he's playing every day, you let the guy go through growing pains. That's part of baseball.
And then he sucks because that's what happens.
No, it's not. Alex Rodriguez hit 220 his rookie year. Comes back and it's 356.
Phillies team and every Philadelphia team, dude.
Ralph,
that's young players, and we let them do that, and then they suck.
Ralph, you sound stupid right now. Do you listen to yourself? Do you record yourself and listen to the dribble that comes out of your mouth?
Sometimes I do. Yeah,
well, sure, that's a problem. If you're recording to yourself and then listening to it, that's a problem in any sense. But when you're listening to the dribble that comes out of your mouth,
they're not going to bring them up until after the All-Star break.
Why?
Because their season's going to be done already. It's already over.
That's
already over.
Hold on.
He's already over.
You're making points for me, Ralph. The fact that you suck, the fact that you're a last place team to begin with is more of a reason to bring him up. Well, what if he goes through growing pains? Great, he goes through growing pains for a last place team. What's he hurting? I don't bring him up if this
Whatever, dude. You're just gonna make the Phillies hurt more. I don't know why you shouldn't even be a manager of the Phillies, dude. You will make.
He's not even trying anymore. He's just trying to make people mad.
Yeah.
Like he's not even sitting here debating.
Well, I saw
on the sports debate side of this.
Let me
He's
tell you
just
something.
trying to sit here and
the
be
reason
like,
why I caught that because his uncle kind of chewed his ass out the other day on Facebook. As far as the Nova, and he said, hey Ralph, we're going to have a parade. Make sure that you don't attend. Well, what did Ralph just say today? I think I might go to head down there for the parade.
And I said,
I've got a problem with anybody.
After I said that, I said, you know what? Nah, I'm not going to waste my time. It's a waste of my time.
Okay. Here's the situation. Here's the scenarios where you're allowed to go to this Villanova championship parade. If you're a Villanova alumni, you're a current Villanova student, or your money as a mom and dad is paying for your daughter or your son to go to Villanova at this very moment. Yeah. Okay? So if your son or daughter goes to Villanova and mom and dad, you decide, you know what? I want to go to this Villanova championship parade because my kid's a Villanova student. Great. You're allowed to go. Your kid's allowed to go. And any Villanova alumni is allowed to go.
You want to hear something?
Anybody else? No.
Let me ask you something, Ralph. Where did you guys hold your high school graduation at?
My high school.
Okay. Bonner? Where do you think we held it at?
I don't know.
Villanova.
Really?
Yeah. When I graduated from Delaware County Community College.
No.
No.
I know where you're going.
Where do you think they held that Delaware County Community College? Where do you think they held the ceremony?
Villanova?
I can't put Delaware Community College. That's a really quality education there.
Well, Zach, what you do is you
go there for 2 years.
Exactly.
I know. It's so quality.
Exactly. And you want to know something? You're
no kidding. It's a community. Hold on, both of you. It's a community college. What do you think? I'm stupid? I don't know what the hell a community college is.
No, I understand.
You only go for 2 years. No kidding. I thought you went for 7.
But I know.
Well, you could go for 4.
I thought you were a doctor.
But I'm just saying there's a lot of people that are very
Dr.
successful.
Sean. That'd be scary.
I'm not Dr. Sean.
That'd be scary.
I'm just saying that we held 2 graduations. I was a part of 2 graduations at Villanova.
So it doesn't mean that
in the
gymnasium.
Doesn't matter.
I know.
So
because my high school graduation took place at the Palestra.
I touched the football field.
I know. Hey, I once dated a Villanova college student. It doesn't mean I get to go to the parade either.
But listen.
What?
But you received 2 honors at Villanova.
I touched the football field.
I'm just saying.
I boned a Villanova cheerleader. It doesn't mean I'm invited to the parade.
Yeah, but you.
I bleed blue and white.
But okay. I'm just saying. But still,
I don't know about bleeding it.
Do
but after
you
that,
remember? Do you remember when you graduated high school?
Yeah.
Something else was blue and white after that.
You're always going to remember where you had the celebration when you graduated high school.
Do you remember when you graduated high school?
And that was at Villanova. I graduated. I had high school graduation at Villanova.
You know why I graduated?
I'm just saying,
I graduated in my gym. All right.
Yeah, I graduated in Villanova's gym.
And what do you bleed blue and white now?
No, I'm just telling you.
That's so
I'm just telling you.
It's like, oh, well, no, that's what I'm saying. So somebody that you went to high school with, what if they're like, I'm here because my high school graduation took place at the Palestra on Villanova's campus, so therefore here on the Palestra's on Penn's campus, but well, whatever Villanova, the football field, the basketball, whatever you want to call it, my high school graduation took place on Villanova's campus, so therefore I feel I bleed enough blue and white. I'm a Wildcat. I'm going to be here at this parade.
I'm telling you.
That's ridiculous.
That's where I had 2. I had 2 graduations at Villanova. That's all I'm saying.
That's as bad as the guy that's there.
I didn't say I graduated from Villanova.
I know. Okay,
I never said that.
But do you think it's acceptable for you to go to this Villanova championship parade because of the fact that you graduated?
I was a part of 2. Listen, I had 2 diplomas that were given to me, issued to Sean Watson at Villanova, at Villanova University.
That's like saying my ex-girlfriend is a Villanova alumni, so therefore, and when we dated, I was a Villanova fan, and now, like, because my ex-girlfriend was an alumni, I'm still a Villanova fan. Like, no. Like,
but it's going to say, Sean Watson on my diploma, okay, and where it would be at Villanova. I'm just saying, I graduated, had the ceremony at Villanova. That's all I'm saying. Twice. Not my high school and community college. 2 times at Villanova. That's all I'm trying to tell you guys. I didn't graduate from Villanova, but I had 2 graduations.
Are you going?
I'm going to be down the city, so I'll probably.
He's fraudulent. Yeah, you can just tell him that. He's like, I'll be down the city. Like,
I'm gonna be down the city.
That was like that. That's me. Like that's. I'll be there, so maybe I'll stop by.
I'm gonna be down there.
No, you're fraudulent. You need to be in the bar drinking shots as they come parading by.
Well, probably.
That's what you need to be.
Well, probably. That's probably going to be happening.
I'm gonna go to the parade. I'm gonna wear all green. It's gonna be all Michigan State.
Get the freak out of it. They're gonna be throwing shit at you.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
You know the funniest thing about this whole thing?
What's that?
The funniest thing is everybody's all happy for Ryan Arcidiacono. Ryan Arcidiacono almost went to Florida. Like, he almost went to the University of Florida to play for Billy Donovan.
Sucks.
And then, like, he finally went to Villanova at the last second.
You gotta admit, though, Zach, admit this right now. He's a very smart basketball player.
Oh, he is.
The guy. I mean, you heard some of the people. Come on, Ralph, come on. The guy has a national. The guy has a. The guy.
I don't think he's going to translate over to the NBA game either. But listen, he's going to play pro ball somewhere.
Can I ask you
he's
something?
6'3" and $185. That's legit size for a point guard. His point guard skill set's legit for any other professional league besides the NBA.
Right. Let me ask you another question. Far as Ryan. All right, how can I say this? I'm trying to.
As far as Ryan Matthews goes,
no,
I'm trying. Why are we talking about Eagles, Sean?
I'm trying to put this in words when it comes to
this guy.
Arcidiacono.
Overrated.
Who is that?
Jay Wright.
I couldn't tell. It was black and white. It's on the front page of the newspaper.
Overrated. Look at that.
Jay Wright's overrated.
When you have a guy, all right. Look at him. There he is. There's Art right there. Come on, Ralph.
Sucks.
Come on, the guy. All right, the guy was a big part of that team.
You're just jealous because he went to Neshaminy, which is like your school's rival.
He was.
Yeah.
Dude,
you're jealous.
Mine.
He went there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Arcidiacono went to Neshaminy High School.
And that's your rival?
No.
Just say, where'd you go to school at?
Went to Ridley.
In Philly?
No.
Right outside of Philly in Bucks County?
Delaware County.
That's so like Neshaminy.
Who our rival will be?
Neshaminy's Bucks County, right?
Yeah, I think so.
He didn't even know. Did he just say he doesn't know who his rival will be? Like, how do you go to high school and not know who your rival is?
There's so many.
Well, Interborough is your biggest rival.
Yeah.
That's your biggest rival.
I don't know who my rival is.
Put it this way. Every Thanksgiving they have like a Thanksgiving bowl.
Yeah, well, that is who you know. That's how you know who your biggest rival is. If you play that school on Thanksgiving and football every year, that's your rival.
And you know what? I went to actually a couple of games to see Ridley and Interborough play. I did on Thanksgiving. I did. Yeah.
Good enough to make the playoffs, but that game.
Oh, it's still good. It's still. I mean, you like. Come on, man. You appreciate even high school football. You know what I mean? But yeah, our rivals, Cardinal O'Hara. Okay, Cardinal O'Hara won state championship. I know it's hockey, but they still won state championship.
Listen, Villanova, out of all like the schools in Philadelphia, all the colleges,
they're your least favorite.
Well, them and Drexel probably have like the most.
Let's get this straight. Villanova's not in Philadelphia.
That's technically not. I mean,
but it's not in Philadelphia.
But did you hear what I said earlier? Did you hear what I said earlier? If it's in the main line. Now listen to me.
I got you. That's irrelevant.
But listen. Say happens if
it's right outside the city.
Listen. I'm in Jamaica, right? Someone lives and we're talking. Say we're swimming in a swimming pool, and someone says, I'm from Seattle. Okay, I said, where are you from, sir? He goes, I'm from Seattle, and they say, where are you from? I'm not going to say the main line. Okay, I'm going to say I'm from Philadelphia. Now, there's going to be people that are going to go and say, they're going to want their cake and eat it too. They're going to want both ways. Okay, they win the national championship, the main line. They win the national championship. All right, they're going to say, hey, where are you from? I'm from the main line. You know what I mean? Well, Villanova, our team won the championship, right? They're going to say, oh, well, that's not in Philadelphia. Bro, but when you're somewhere, you're going to say you're from Philadelphia.
They're partying.
You can't
they're having
have
a parade
it
through Philadelphia. So,
exactly. You can't.
Philadelphia, obviously.
Zach, you can't have it, but they can't have it both ways. They want it both ways. You can't have it both ways.
My point is, out of the schools in that area, between Villanova and Drexel are probably the two most, I guess you could call richest schools. The schools with the most money, the most resources.
Right.
I feel like it's a better story if Temple wins the national championship in basketball, because Temple, if you really wanted to sit here and play the region, Temple is Philadelphia. Like, you know what I mean?
In city.
That's downtown.
I understand.
That's Philadelphia. Like, people from Philly identify with Temple because Temple is right there. Like, it is Philly. Yeah. And in a lot of ways, if they were to win the national championship, they need that more than a school like Villanova does, because think of all the resources it now brings Temple. The money that it brings them as a university and all that football things field that they now need that Villanova doesn't. You know what I mean?
You got to take your hat off.
Like,
It's still a 5 team.
For people to sit here and be all like, "Oh my, Philly score!" Like, no, stop it. Like if it was Temple, maybe I'd understand. Even then, though, it's still fraudulent.
They're still 6 miles outside of Philadelphia. There's 6
I know,
miles.
but that's my point. It's irrelevant of how, again, like they said, like it's just as bad as the people back in football season that jumped on the Temple bandwagon. All of a sudden, everybody was a Temple football fan.
Down the main line and enter the Villanova Stadium.
Hey, Ralph, but listen to this. As far as cities go, or towns or cities were like that, Temple is Philadelphia. I mean, not Temple. Villanova is Philadelphia for a city. Yes, it is. You're not going to say they're from New York or from Pittsburgh or they're, you know what I mean? If you're saying a whole total of Philadelphia national-wise, they're Philadelphia. They're not New Jersey. They're not Pittsburgh. They're not New York. They're not, you know what I mean? That's where I'm getting. They're not Florida.
If you go back and go back and play the old college basketball video games, it says Villanova, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So, I mean,
exactly.
On a national level, I know. I know. I just quoted.
They're from Philadelphia.
March Madness, the video game, but you know.
All right, I live 20 minutes outside of Center City. Okay, Delaware County. Yeah. I'm not going to go tell somebody on vacation, where are you from? Oh, I'm from Delaware County. No, I'm going to say I'm from Philadelphia.
They're going to be like, are you near Dover or Wilmington? Like,
I'm from Philadelphia. That's what you say. That's what you say. I live 2 minutes from Southwest Philadelphia. It's basically a borderline. Okay, I'm from Philadelphia. I'm not going to say I'm from freaking Delaware County.
I'm from just across. I'm just across the bridge on the Jersey side of it. But when I go on vacation to Virginia and people ask me where I'm from, I tell them I'm just outside Philadelphia. I'm from New Jersey. I'm about 30 minutes from Philly.
Exactly. So that's what you're going to say. That's the thing. So Villanova, let's cut it chase. Villanova is Philadelphia. I mean, there are 5 schools, Zach.
Yes.
There's 5 schools. You got the Temple, you got the Drexel, you got the LaSalle. I'm just saying there's 5 major schools when it comes to NCAA. There's 5 of them. Villanova is 1 in 5. Regardless of what people want to slice it, they're from the main line. Bro, they're 6 miles outside of Philadelphia. They're Philadelphia. You just said on the video game?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are they located? In Philadelphia. I mean, the game's going to tell you they're Philadelphia.
We got to take one more break on the rundown. This is the rundown on A2DRadio.com.
Villanova, man. Luckiest team in the world. Get out of here, dude.
They got the rings.
They'll never be back.
They got the ring. What do you mean? They got 2.
Be back.
They got 2 in 31 years.
Okay, well they'll never be back.
Okay.
I'm losing my damn mind. This is what happens.
It should have been Eagles. Spartans year, okay? It should have been our year.
It should have been. Yeah.
We got
Tom Izzo's going to the Basketball Hall of Fame. Relax.
We got snubbed out of a first freaking pick, dude.
Y'all lost to the 15 seed. What was getting the number 1 seed going to do for you?
We got seeded number 2. Virginia didn't even win.
Because you got seeded number 2. That's what led you to lose in the middle of Tennessee.
Thanks to his team, all the brackets shit the bed. Thanks to his team. The brackets went to hell.
Both of you shut your damn mouth. This is my show.
Oh, my God.
It's the rundown on A2DRadio.com. We're brought to you by the Philly Sports Bar, located at 31 South Blackhorse Pike in Runnymede, New Jersey. Give them a call at 856-939-4322. Email info@phillydiner.com or visit the website www.phillydiner.com.
Welcome in to the worldwide leader of what? Real talk, A2DRadio.com. This is Tom Arnone, owner and founder of A2DRadio.com. What if I told you I knew the best caterer in the business? Well, I'm not going to lie to you. It's Obie's Catering. You can contact Obie's Catering at cateringbyobie@yahoo.com or give Chris O'Brien a call at 856-534-8410. From graduations to wedding rehearsals to just if you need food cooked in your house. He'll do it all. He's trying to change the world one dish at a time. That's Obie's Catering. Chris O'Brien, 856-534-8410. Tell him Tommy A from A2DRadio.com sent you, and you get 20% off.
I'm going hungry.
This is Head, your dude with the tunes from A to Z Classic Rock. When I'm hungry and in the mood for pizza or killer sandwich, I head to Legends Tap, located at 318 High Street, Burlington, New Jersey. Pleasant atmosphere, delicious pizza, kickin' sandwiches, great iced tea, soda, or if you prefer an adult beverage, they have that also. 318 High Street, Burlington, New Jersey. Legends Tap, the best pizza this side of the Delaware.
Hey, do you need to get your skills in shape? Then contact the Scanzano Sports Center, located at 5 Carnegie Plaza in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. You can give them a call at 856-889-3434 or visit them on the web at www.scanzanosports.com. John Scanzano offers individual, semi-private, and team training lessons in hitting, pitching, catching, outfield, along with turf rentals. The Scanzano Sports Center is equipped with a 31,000 square foot indoor facility, 4 batting cages, and a 4,000 square foot strengthening and conditioning room. So what are you waiting for? Contact the Scanzano Sports Center today.
The Rundown, only on A2DRadio.com.
It's the Rundown on A2DRadio.com. Brought to you by Gibson Mayer LLC, your certified public accountants. Our certified public
I didn't
accountants.
even realize that. March Madness.
Go to 301 Oxford Valley Road in Yardley, Pennsylvania. Come call 215-369-3300. Why are you talking when I'm reading a sponsor, Ralph?
That is terrible, though, Arch Madness.
You're terrible.
They forgot the M.
When I'm
March
talking,
Madness.
you shut your mouth. Do you hear me?
Yeah, they forgot the M. It's March Madness, not Arch Madness.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Arch. If I'm
throwing out useless
this is what I want to ask.
Nobody's talking when I'm talking.
This is what I want to ask you. There's no MVP, but there's what is it?
The most outstanding player of the tournament.
Who was that again?
Arch Diacchio.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. The guy that you said sucks that has a national championship.
Tell me where he
now.
gets drafted to. Tell me he gets
Doesn't matter.
He has a national championship, and he played on a high level every game in the
Christian
tournament.
Laettner sucked in the NBA. Christian Laettner sucked in the NBA. He's still the greatest college basketball player of all time.
Yeah.
Sucks. Yeah,
Christian Laettner sucked in the NBA.
Tom Brady was a third-string quarterback in freaking
Drew Henson started
in college football, and he's
in a billion.
It's still
he's the
greatest. Go back to 1994. Everybody thought Christian Laettner was going to be like the next big thing. Christian Laettner was the only college player in the history of college basketball to play with the dream team in the Olympics. And he absolutely sucked in the NBA. He was terrible. Complete bust and underperformer.
Yeah, 2020.
But he's considered the best college basketball player ever. And it might not even be close.
We're with 30-30.
Yeah, 30 for 30.
30 for 30. I saw that.
Everybody hates
I hate Christian Laettner. Yeah.
Right, but that was
it might not even be close. He's arguably the greatest college basketball player of all time, and it might not even be close.
Well, the Flyers got
whatever he did in 4 years.
They're not gonna lose.
We're not talking Flyers in the final 3 minutes of the show.
Let's talk.
No.
Can we do draft? Talk draft.
What draft?
Just talk about. We gotta talk draft.
What draft?
Because there's so many. The Eagles draft. Because there's so many reports coming out about now. Even we're getting closer about how the Eagles are going to, are going to go and give up Fletcher Cox, 2 first-round draft picks, a 3rd-round draft pick, and a 5th-round draft pick.
Great. And if it happens, we'll talk about it next week.
Oh my God.
We've got 2 minutes left.
Okay.
We're gonna talk about Flyers, right?
No, we're not talking about the Flyers either.
So what are we gonna talk about?
I want to talk about why Ralph is such a fraud.
How am I a fraud?
You're a fraud.
Because I don't like the Sixers and I'm a Lakers fan? Is that why I'm a fraud?
That's one of the many reasons you're a fraud. But
listen,
let's go back to what you were saying
I don't
before
understand.
the last commercial break.
hate people like you, dude. I hate him.
You hate me?
That if you were born in a city like Philadelphia, you have to like every Philadelphia.
I didn't say you have to like every Philadelphia team, but you can't like the Lakers.
Not true. That's not true.
I hate people like
that.
that.
You don't have to. No,
you can't. You can't like the Lakers.
Why can't I not like the?
Because you grew up 5 minutes from Philadelphia.
States? What?
That's like growing up 5 minutes from the Meadowlands and being a Cowboys fan.
Come on, dude.
How many of those people that there are? You know a ton of them, right? You go up 5 minutes from the Meadowlands and you're a Cowboys fan.
It doesn't matter. If I'm born in Philadelphia, I don't have to like the Sixers, the Eagles, the Phillies, and the Flyers.
It's fine that you're a Michigan State fan. We went through that already. College sports is different. You're a fan of college teams.
I have to like the Sixers.
Well, you can't like the Lakers.
Yeah, here you go, Zach.
Zach. Like the Nets if you want to like the Nets.
Yeah,
you're like the Lakers.
But here you go. Here you go.
3,000 miles away.
It doesn't matter though.
I got something for you. Like a guy like Victor Cruz. Okay, Victor Cruz walked on. Like say Victor Cruz wasn't a Giants fan, he was someone else, but he walked on as a Giant. That's a whole different scenario. So say happened if he was like.
So I can't like the Lakers no more. I have to be a Sixers fan.
I think it's fraudulent that you're a Lakers fan that grew up in Philadelphia. Yeah.
Oh, so I'm a fraud now.
How did you become a Lakers fan? I just
because his dad was a Lakers fan.
I never knew that.
Yeah. I like the Lakers.
I never knew your father liked the Lakers.
Everybody liked the Lakers back during the Showtime era.
I never knew your dad liked the Lakers.
You grew up in Philadelphia when Allen Iverson was the best player in the game, and you're a Lakers fan.
Dude,
that's ridiculous.
It doesn't matter though.
It really does.
You're if you want to be because I'm not a Sixers
if you want to be a
fan.
Mets or a Yankees fan, like that's
it's not
fine.
Going to change.
It's still close enough to this
you
area.
Can sit here and
but
call
like
me
if you grew up in
fraud,
Philadelphia and
I'm
you're a
still gonna be
Dodgers fan. Like, think about how ridiculous that is. You grew up in Philly and you're a Dodgers fan.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
Doesn't
stupid.
matter.
I know some of them too.
Doesn't matter.
It does matter.
Well, you can sit here and call me fraud all you want. I'm not going to change my team, dude.
Well, you shouldn't, because then you'd be even more.
Well, here's another thing, Zach. Here's another thing. Hey, did you ever go to a championship for the Lakers?
Oh my God, dude! It doesn't matter.
You know what I mean?
When you sit at home rooting for Shaq and Kobe in 01,
I travel to New York, go to see Yankees parade. Go to New York. Ticker tape parade. That's 2 hours away.
You're a problem. You're a real big problem. This has been we'll address the problem that is Ralph Dellavecchio next week on the Rundown on a2dradio.com. But that's it for this week's show. We got through without talking any Eagles. I don't know how. And I think you guys are going to talk me into talking Eagles again next week. So we'll have to wait and see. But it's been the Rundown on a2dradio.com. Baby steps, folks. Baby steps. And if you're going to the Philadelphia, if you're going to the Villanova parade, you're as much of a fraud as Ralph Dellavecchio. This has been the Rundown.
I'll be right next there
on a2dradio.com. Brought to you by Obie's Catering, changing the world one dish at a time. Contact Chris O'Brien at 856-534-8410. Email cateringbyobie@yahoo.com. Tell him Tom O'None sent you and get 20% off. Make sure you like his new Facebook page, Catering by Obie's. Excuse me. Take care, everybody.